chick got video for days. Let me straighten that out real quick. You thought they can beat me? They thought they can make me stop talking, y'all. They thought I was gonna stop doing this terror. Never. Trying to make the bitch confused. Nah, you know I'm multi-talented, but I'm not confused, baby. Pop back out on me. I ain't even waiting. Where she at? You know what it was? It's like, I'm meditating. I'm having fun. Me and my husband having fun. I know a lot of people want to talk shit on me in the streets. I hear y'all. I'm a clairvoyant. I'm a clairaudient. I'm clairsentient. I can smell, hear you a mile a motherfucker away. Let me tell you something. There's somebody out there named Brian Baker right now. He'll tell you there's a time where he met me in the middle of the block in the same place for 3 days straight. So show these motherfuckers. I've been in reality. I've been tired. I don't give a fuck. I'm way beyond y'all, and that's why when I come around, y'all feel crazy. Now, I'm on here because recently somebody tried to send me some energy. Somebody tried to send me some negative energy, and people think that I can't pick up on negative energy by, like, thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you can't really, like, hear words, but you feel shit and you translate the words because you're like, no, that's what it's saying, what's going on, basically. And what's so crazy is it's like, I can feel little things like, okay, boom, if something falls on me from the top, yeah, I had to go to the hospital because this whole thing that I was trying to put up fell on me. I'm thinking my husband did it, my whole joint leaking, I'm downstairs. I come back, he like, yeah, cause it's some people think I beat on you, I hit on you. Let me tell you something. Ain't nobody. Anyway, let me just, cause then they gonna say I'm aggressive. Let me tell you what happened with my mom. Cause she really like she irking me right now with the fake stuff. A lot of people are fake. They're real intimidated by not even my energy. I say your energy. I feel like if you clicked on this video and you still digging me, there's a connection. I feel like sometimes, like you say in the 48 laws of power, when you go around people that are unlucky and sick, you get unlucky and sick. So be careful with that. But now it's a situation where I can literally like pick up on people karma, pick up on people aura. Like, it's so crazy. And to keep on sitting up here and doubting who I am and being scared of who I am is absolutely ridiculous. To try to put myself in a box or lower my dim my light because somebody else thinks it's the devil or somebody else thinks something. Like, my parents is very religious. So the point is that I feel like my mom is trying something behind my back, and I'm just not really sure how this is going to turn out for her because it's just really not looking good. I feel sometimes that people plot on me and they think that I'm stupid, so they don't think that I already know, but we already knew. Because my husband's a psychic and he went to a trance before we even came down to the south. And it's just like a lot of games being played, like when you rise up to success and you level up. People like to feel, they feel insecure, but they don't tell you. Like, I feel like there's a congratulations, but I feel like there's not. There's a deeper story I'm going to get into, but it's just more or less that I have to watch out because there's a court case involved in the situation. And she straight lied on me, said that I put my hands on her when I didn't. And, I got proof. So at the end of the day, I can understand why people do what they do when they try to play me and set me up and they don't win. I get it. And this video is not going to be about that. The reason I'm talking is because I feel like as a black woman, I want to take responsibility for my family. And, I feel like a lot of other women that don't got a man, don't want a man, whatever, they always try to come and tell me, you don't need a dude. Like, it's real gay. And it's crazy. Women be mad because I'm just in a relationship. I'm not better than nobody else. Like, I prayed for the relationship. Anybody that prayed for the relationship and God guides them gonna get blessed. There's no love spells on this nigga. I'm that bitch. And it just feels like women don't want me to be different. They want me to be like them. Like when I talked to my psychic, he was like, to watch out for the women. And I don't get it because I still want to lose a couple pounds. You know what I'm saying? Like I still want to like do things in my life. Like I'm not the best. You know, I'm unique, so I don't have to compete. It's nothing to compete about. But that's how bitches are because they're silly. And all you gotta do is say, hey, Aaliyah, what's up with you? Like, people don't want to give you my flowers. Like my homegirl, Cosmic Intuitive Wifey, shout out because she be on point every time I click on her videos. I know I'm shuffling a lot, but I really don't want to fuck this up. Like, this is an update / channel message, and I just really feel like I'm gonna start doing channel pick a card messages because I feel like we all need to understand what's going on. I like to pick a card. I want to see how that went. And right now, this is my prime. Like, y'all don't have to click my shit. Y'all don't gotta like my shit. I know my message being heard. My voice, you know, is out there. It's out there. I know motherfuckers can feel my energy coming. Like, I know I'm a strong person. I don't have to get a lot of clicks. And some comments is hidden. So it's whatever. I'm going to keep doing what I do. Nobody going to stop me from doing what I do. All right. Now, let's get into it. I want to say this. There is a strange energy coming up against my black folk. And, yeah. Right. There's a real strange energy coming up against melanated individuals. Okay? And it's been happening for some time now. I feel like there's a lot of distraction in the department of um, taking action towards certain things and certain goals. And I can understand why. I heard a lot of videos about the rapture in the end times. And I'm really going to keep it 1,000 with y'all, okay? Y'all are gods and goddesses. And y'all create what we call time. Y'all create your lives. This is what I learned from talking to psychics, doing reading certain books, going out on retreats, doing certain meditations, which I don't think people understand. You know, doing a certain type of meditation is focusing on a certain thing, and then expounding upon it within your imagination. And I'm gonna say a lot of people are gonna say I'm crazy. I don't know what I'm talking about. Da da da. But what I can say is, if you take my path and you try my route, you'll see that it's kind of this, you know, kind of the same. All religions lead back to one point. It's all one point. They can play and say it's the devil, but they just wasting time. My thing is I see the signs of when I need to obey my God and come on and talk about things. And my God wants me to come and channel a message about this rapture situation. So, a lot of people are going to say, oh, don't listen to her because she's in the tarot and tarot is not Jesus and tarot is not God. Yes, the fuck it is. Shut the fuck up. God is everything. So how you want to separate it from a book or cards? Anyway, back to what I was saying. So if God is everything and God is everybody, it's the good and the bad. And that's what people don't want to accept. I feel as though the lower nature is the devil and God is the best of the person. But I'm not going to say there's no spirit. There's an integrated system within all of us. And I feel like we gods and goddesses. And when you are God and a goddess, you know, there are certain earth challenges that you're supposed to go through. But then there's a gift. So you know how they say, oh, if you present, all of that. Like I say, if you present, you see life as a gift. But they say you present. So then I'll be like, yeah, that's, if you feel that energy, that is the present that God has given you. God has given you the ability to create anything that you want from within your mind and manifested it into your physical world and experience it. And I think that's really beautiful. And because of that, I smile. A lot of people are like, oh, she retarded, but so what? Keep smiling. Because my whole thing is that happiness is really the key to manifesting things because it keeps your vibration light. So let's say, for instance, if you're in a negative mood, you're not going to feel like doing nothing. So that's called density. Why would your universe feel like making anything happen for you if you in a let me pull this hair down. Why would the universe make anything happen for you when you're in a dense state? Let's say you reflecting yourself and that the things that you see in your mind's eye, is your reality. It's hard to really say because you have an imagination, but you have a reality. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me to talk to people who haven't really went into transcendental meditation. But what I can say is from within, if you did get into transcendental meditation, you'll see you can create a whole world inside of yourself. And me and my dad was actually talking about this the other day when he was talking about, it's people out here, they want you to create new worlds. And that's what you're doing as a Christian. Or what it's not just Christian, it's really any human being. But Christians are obsessed with this rapture situation because there literally is a rapture, but rapture means feeling intense joy and feeling intense pleasure. The apocalypse means the revealing of situations, and revelation means re-revealing situations. It's all wrote in poetry, so of course you gotta read it in the spirit. But then it's just like they tell you that you gotta believe things. So then if you believe it, then that's when you will live it. You know what I'm saying? So you believe it or you believe it from inside of your imagination, which that's called faith. You know what I'm saying? That's what they call faith. So you live that from inside of your imagination, and if it come into your physical world. But the issue is, I think, with a lot of people is they forget that they're gods, and that's the issue. Now, let's just say, for instance, we've been looking for these end times for like 30 motherfucking years. And let's just say there's no time and time's eternal. And this is like a infinite plane, I don't know shit, right? And the thing is that you create when you're, oh, okay, I got a phone call. Hold on, y'all. Anyway, so basically you bring things into your reality when your heart and your mind align. And that's when your mind conceptualizes something and then you feel something about it. Now, they're doing a lot of that shit with the TV anyway. Commercials, all that. And using music to manipulate a whole scene of energy for you to feel so you make something happen or you attract to that product. But the thing is that I feel like we've been doing it in a negative sense as a humanity in a negative way. And that's why they kind of tell you in the Bible, when your eye, your line, all this is filled with light. Because if you experience the rapture, that means you're a manifester. I experienced the rapture, but it's like I've been in the rapture. And that's what I'm saying. The rapture has happened. You know what I mean? Jesus been here. It's like a sun in the sky, rain that comes out of nowhere. It's so many amazing things going on, but nobody wants to believe in Jesus enough to make it a physical experience in their life. And I feel like that's why I really been getting so much jealousy, so much negativity, because people don't want to realize that I've been had that power to make things happen in my personal life. Oh, gotta go. I'm on a video now. So yeah, it's fun time. It's not end time. That what they thought? So now it's gonna be a new world. But the new world, your world. Like all this stuff, the reason they say new world, all that new world order, all this is because it is. And when the astrological alignment happened, they gotta go with it. Nobody escaped the breath of God, God's name is and that's really God's name. And nobody really escaped. Oh, nobody really escaped that. And the reason that I do tarot and I talk about God and I do, because I want you guys to see what I'm going through. My thing is right now, I'm up here doing things or what you call it, thinking things, and I need to double check what I hear or what I feel. And that's what I love about this. This is called journey cards, and it means as you walk your path, and that has something to do with Jesus. These are absolute, and I endorse, but these are absolute truth tellers. There's no way, like no matter what position I ever get into, no matter who I become, I'm never going to say this is the devil. Because I never want to give this idea of the devil more power then we do a good thing, which would be our God. Okay. Um, I feel like at this time, what I'm trying to say is Jesus and God is an experience to be had. And there's so many shows, American Dreams, American God, all these show what dreams may come, all these things that try to help you understand that you're in an unlimited world where you're being limited. Now, my question is, are we being limited because it's a part of the path? And is it the catalyst to motivate us forward? Because I always been a spooky chick. I always had weird energy or hype energy or the Holy Spirit or brought energy, or like if I was in a negative mood, I can bring the whole thing down. It's always been like that. And most people are like that, but it's just like, you get this Holy Spirit or energy, you become that way. So my whole thing is if you have the Holy Spirit and you had that dream, it's because you have creative power, but then it's like if you don't do what you're told, you can't get the other side. It's more like you have to do what you agreed to come here to do. You have to do what you feel as though is right on your mission of being a chosen one, or you get consequences for not doing what you're supposed to do. The gift of it is that once you do that, you get absolute power. But if you become dishonest or you become a negative person, you don't get those powers. And that's what's so sad about it all, is like a lot of people can't sit up here and say, I worship Satan or anything like that, because once you even get into those negative energies, you don't have those energies. So that's proof right there. This is proof right here that if you are seeing King of Cups, intuitive man, masculine Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, if you're seeing my cigar, if you seeing anything in your dream, really, you are a strong, intuitive individual. But what King of Cups really talks about is being deeply intuitive, feeling things on a deeper level. And you guys got questions. A lot of people want to know why they're here, why they exist. And my answer is you have to create it. While you're here. Like, you created your life and you created your death. And I think that's what Jesus come to show you. Or any creature, you know what I mean? Like, but every time y'all ask for that, like, y'all got real caught up in something you didn't know what it was. Y'all got caught up in the Christianity and this watered down Ether faith. And Ether faith, Ethiopian Bible, all this stuff is really strong stuff. You really shouldn't mess with it unless you know what you're dealing with. And it's like, it's unfortunate that this stuff had to unfold in my life for me to understand that this is really serious. If you grew up in church, you most likely a chosen one, but only chosen ones that choose back get to, like, many are called, few are chosen, but it's like, because y'all didn't choose back. Really, everybody can choose. And they tell you believe in Jesus because they want you to believe in the otherworldly concepts so they can help stretch your imagination. Because there's so much information that they need to give you scientifically that you wouldn't believe it or allow your mind to absorb it if you didn't really believe in something as crazy as a whole nother person. But that person they call Jesus, without the J, there's S, Ishu, Isis, and Ibis, the Thoth, and these creatures are enfolded in the one and personified because it's really describing who you are. I take it like some type of Cortana or helper Alexa that come along. And my whole thing is now that you're on your pad, and like they say, you're going to play checkers and chess. Now that you're on your path, what you want to do with it. And then at the same time, who's supposed to help you with it? Because Jesus is connected to the ancestors because it's a part of the underworld. So just look up what I'm saying. Look up those. Because remember back in the day, they were like dots, dots, dots. Like when they say the second coming of Jesus, it comes from within. He manifested on the out. So if they saying that second coming Jesus, they mean consciousness. They mean positive consciousness. They mean higher mind, love and peace, and sometimes, smacking them up. I mean, like, I'm saying, I feel like my aunt was, like, I think the commandments is a ripoff of my aunt. And that's what I'm saying. I started with Christianity, but I moved to so many things, commit, methyl natter, da da da. I could never, like, you know what I mean? I just went exploring, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't even know that it would apply to my life. But it's almost like every book you read and everyone you speak to, it just all applied to you. And this whole narcissist concept and shit, watch out for that. A selfish, ignorant bitch is just a sneaky, lying person. It's not narcissist, all these new words. It's the words that get y'all caught up. That's why y'all can't really make it out. That's why you gotta accept this wild concept. And it's good. This indoctrination is good. You have to accept the indoctrination to be able to move forward. And then your heart gotta be right. It's so much like connected that people can't see. And it be in the movies, they be mocking and teasing people. It's time to make a choice. I know y'all can't see that. So shiny. The Lovers. The Lovers means difficult choices. And when I'm talking, it means of spirituality, because this is what my channel going to be about. This is what my channel is about. You got to work on your spirituality. And I feel like that's really what the issue is. I feel like we're not getting what we want out of the universe because we're up late. We're eating shit. We're in negativity. We're indulging. We're not seeing that this is the new earth. Money shut down, but I know y'all still out there living. It's a different way to do things. And I think it's really time to now figure out how you're going to be a part of the society and how you're going to implement your services. How you're going to channel your true purpose into life. It's my cigar, y'all. Mind your business. So, what I'm seeing in society, there's a huge lack. I understand people going through things financially. It's really getting ugly out here. And it's unfortunate. I try not to connect to certain energies because I really know that once you start feeling things, it's like basically your reality. Y'all got to check out Abraham Hicks. Y'all got to really check out Abraham Hicks because she is on the edge. And yes, I name drop. I don't hate. I don't discriminate. Whoever helped me along, I'm going to say help. Like, look, because that's all there is us. Like, if you really look at it, money, we all made this world. And I appreciate the infrastructure of this world. I actually appreciate the government. I actually appreciate certain things. I know those things helped me out in life, made me what I was, sustained my life, helped others. And if we all be positive, vibrate that way, that's what we'll get. So it's no excuse. Like when people talk negative and they get negative, I don't really be into that. But at the end of the day, everybody deserves to be helped if people want to learn. And if you're on this video, it's meant for you. And I feel like the only way people going to get what they want is to work on their spiritual self, to work on their emotions, balance their emotions. It's time to heal and be happy, because if you could do that, then everything that you want's going to come to you. Because really, it's just like you got to relax. You got to stop doing so much. See, everybody's juggling, okay, competing and stuff. Being paranoid and shit. Okay, I see people stand up for what they believe in. But everybody too quick. Everybody too quick to do something. There's a lot of physical stuff going on, fighting and shit like that, too, out here. And Christian Blue and all the motherfuckers, look, King of Pinnacle. What's her name? What's her name? um Krishan Rock and Blueface,
Right.
they putting voodoo on y'all when y'all watch that shit. That's voodoo. That's voodoo. They putting voodoo on y'all. Like every time y'all watch the TV, I'm telling you, it's some energy they sending out. And I feel like from that media energy presence, there's this idea that people need to be living like that, or it's okay to live like that. Like I watch Hoarders sometimes and I be like, you know what I mean? How can people exist like that? I try to really declutter my home. I don't buy a lot of stuff. Like I really be like, when I see that, it just make me want to clean, because I'm just like, it's an energy. It's a demonic energy, and that's why people need to be careful. It ain't even about spooky. It's like, just know what you're dealing with. Just know what you're dealing with. Like years ago, I didn't understand why God said, "I'm gonna take you down this witchcraft journey," because God had to show me what people was doing and how we really need to be defending ourselves. It's really time to open up a new world of understanding. There is psychic attack. There is stuff that happened because you let them people into your energy. And it's a lot of people, I feel, at this point in time don't understand why I decided to cut them out my energy. Because you're not serving me, you're taking from me. If it's not money, it's just it's energy. If it's not energy, it's time. And you know what they say, no one knows when you'll be, taken from this earth. Time is not promised. So why is niggas mad? People is mad because I said I want to follow my God. Dead ass. And mad and trying to tell me I'm not doing that. I'm dumb and confused. I don't know what I'm talking about. He not my twin flame. All this because they don't like the fact that I got power. They don't like the fact that I do what I want to do. And they think that's wrong. They think that's negative. They think that I'm with a dude. He's young. He used me, whatever. Like, you know what? Let me be honest with you. People been throwing voodoo at me for so long. You know? And that's what I'm saying. See, I'm trying to be modest and just be off camera. But I gotta do my thing. People been throwing a lot of stuff at me, and it's been really weird too. How people been like taking a lot of stuff. Like we really can have a better world, and I really feel like people threw some stuff out there, this and stuff, so that we could all be confused, so they can get what they want, get the spoils. You know what I'm saying? They all happy or whatever because they know what they doing. They sending out energy to change things. Sending out negative energy. You know? And no one knows. That's the Pope too. Like I don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying? I hope that's not what's going on. But I feel like no one knows. There's some negative energy being sent out all the time. Make everybody go crazy. And I feel like that TV got a big thing. My spiritual people and my chosen ones, just cut that off. Let them people that can deal with that stuff have that. Because it's really time to create the world that you want. And that's what I'm seeing is that people can just heal from their unhappiness. You know. And I think I'd be good to help you guys do that. Because like I said, and I'm going to end it in a few minutes, I feel like happiness is a choice. Like I said, it's a discipline. Because happiness is happiness. Things that happen, it doesn't necessarily mean being elated all the time. You know, sometimes it just means that we got to keep happening and not let life happen to us. We happen to life. We need to start living in the reality that we imagine by putting on that cloak of I'm rich, I'm happy, I'm whatever. And then those things will become. And then maybe people will stop being fucking jealous, because that's really why I do these videos. This is just go ahead and teach. Like, please leave me the fuck alone. Like, here it is. You want what I have, you know, not saying my man or nothing like that. But, you know, everybody wants to be with somebody. Everybody wants something, a level of success, beauty, you know, thick, slim, da da da. Some bitches are evil, but the bitches that want to come to me and come talk to me, and look, my dad want to tell me, don't cuss. And I'm like, look, I'm not no Christian evangelist, okay? I want the people from the streets, okay? Because those are my people that's tough. Everybody think they not enough. They are enough. You enough for God. You enough for Jesus. You enough for this world you want to create. You enough to help in this world. And we're looking for people that are want to step up to the plate and take over this world the right way. Because a lot of our great leaders are, you know, passing on, getting ill. And we need people to stand up. And they're not going to give you their education. This has to be your calling. They burnt down the books. They burnt down the artifacts. So what? This need to be your calling. You step up with that now. It's not all this power all thrown everywhere to people who don't deserve it. Now the power going to be put in the right hands. So that's my video. I'm taking up all my memory, and I got to do a lot of editing, and I don't feel like doing all that bullshit. So good night. And I love y'all. Be at peace. I'm really praying for everybody. For real, like, I have moments in time where I pray for people and I see things that's going on. I start praying. If you ever want to talk to me, you need prayer or anything like that, you can hit me up in the comments.